Well, Casey Neistat is moving from New York. Dun dun dun. Alright, what's up everyone? Welcome back, or it's good to be back. I haven't made a video in such a long time. If you saw my last video, I talked about how I was kind of learning a lot of more stuff for YouTube, like video editing, storytelling and all this stuff. So I think I'm at a point where, okay, now it's just time for me to start making videos. Like, I've made videos here and there, but I don't upload them. It's just me practicing. I've done some like videos where I put up on Instagram. If you guys follow me on Instagram, the link will be down in the description below. And it's like videos with like special effects from After Effects. So I've been just doing stuff like that, small things, but now it's just time for me to start doing videos. And I think I know now where I'm gonna head with this channel. And I'm a little bit out of breath because I went up the stairs really quick and then I went back down. I forgot I was supposed to get the camera, so yeah. So today it's just me and Alexei. Yeah. Oh, and Bella. So let's go see what we're gonna do right now. Just made some food for my brother. Just eat your tacos. And if you guys know me, you guys know how I am so obsessed with oh, it's amazing. I eat this almost every weekend, I believe. I think I eat this a lot. Yeah? Yeah. So, yeah, whatever. It's been a cool little process, little time off. Even though I didn't have like a lot of time on YouTube with a few videos that I made, and it wasn't like I was like going through the whole YouTube burnout like every big YouTuber has gone through. It's just a little bit of a learning process, you know? And that's what I talked about in the last video, how I was just learning when I thought I was at a point where like, you know, I'm ready, but before that, right after that, I was like, you know what, there's still a lot for me to learn. And there still is, but I think I got enough information, enough knowledge of how to do this properly, how to start off right. And now it's just a matter of practicing and keep perfecting the craft, because this stuff is it's really complicated. It's a big craft. Every big YouTuber has their own style. They've mastered it in their own way. And I think that's what I gotta learn, so yeah. Alright, so normally, when I first started eating pho, I could finish a whole bowl, but just lately I haven't been able to finish a whole bowl. And they give you a lot, so check that out. Hopefully, let's see right now if I can finish this. Alright, so I finished it. Probably shouldn't have done that. Turn the lights, see power. So I finished the bowl. Shouldn't have done that. I am super stuffed. Heading upstairs with Alexei. Gonna play some Fortnite, save the world. Okay. Whew. So a lot of things have been changing on like around me, or just life, you know. Avengers Endgame was one of the biggest things, the biggest change. And I say this like change, like, oh, like how did it affect you? Well, I'm a big comic book fan. I love comics, superheroes, sci-fi, all that stuff. And to see that it was the end of like the Avengers in a way, like Tony Stark, you know, Captain America, all this stuff, it's just crazy. So like when I saw the movie, I was in tears. I think I cried like 3 different times during the movie. So it just hit me really hard. That was a big change for me, seeing all those changes. Like I'm like, wow, this is it, like the end. You know, Stan Lee passing away. I know this is really old, but it's still like when I saw him in the TV, I seen the movie, he comes out in it, and it's just like, dude, you know, a lot of things have been changing. It's time to give way to something new. The other change that's hitting me right now is my job. You know, my job is closing down. You know, there's a lot of things going on. It's a lot of stress. So, you know, a lot of people being let go, you know, people stressing out because they're taking care of their families. You know, a lot of them are providers. So it's just, you know, how are they gonna continue on? You know, it's just scary to think. And that's one of the changes that I have. I'm trying to stay as positive as I can. You know, there's moments where I do get stressed out. But I know there's something bigger for me. There's another door opening soon for me. So that's why I'm not that worried. So I try to remind myself that there's something better for me. It might be like a little rough bump, a little rough patch, but I'm going to get through it. So that's another change. And then the other change that I was like, what the heck? And I'm pretty sure Alexa's going to be shocked right now. You remember Casey Neistat? The YouTuber that we watch a lot?
Yeah.
The guy with the glasses, right?
Yeah.
You know how we like him a lot?
Yeah.
Well, Casey Neistat is moving from New York. Dun dun dun!
Cannell.
Where he lives. And see, this is a crazy thing. It's like sad news. Like it kind of bums me out to hear that he's moving from New York, because it's like, I don't know. It's just Casey Neistat he's a part of New York, and New York, I don't know. It's just he's like a monument to me like that belongs in New York City. You get me? You guys get what I'm saying? Like a site that you would go see if you're ever in New York. And so that was one of my dreams and like goals, like, is to meet Casey Neistat one day in New York. But it also makes me happy because guess what?
Yeah.
He's moving to Los Angeles.
Okay.
Yep. That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
So see, it's just a lot of change. It's both good and bad. Like the Avengers, it ended to a whole, you know, pop culture era, and it was just like, okay, what's next? And it opens up a door for big opportunities, new things to come out. My job closing down, it sucks, but in the end, it's gonna give me something better for me, and it's gonna give me more opportunity. And then with Casey Neistat, big move, big change, which is really, really big for us and a lot of people in the YouTube community. You know, it sucks because it's like the end of like him in New York in the streets. Like, it's just cool seeing his streets, his time lapses, his drone shots, him riding around on his boosted board. But at the same time, it's cool because there might be an even bigger chance of me meeting Casey Neistat if I ever head out to where he lives in Los Angeles when he moves out here, which is one of the things that I'm excited about. So it's you know, so a lot of changes, a lot of big changes. So yeah, changes everywhere, I guess. And with it comes a lot of fear, stress, what's next, what's to come. Because I've noticed that for me personally, and maybe a few other people, we don't like what's new. We like to be comfortable. I speak for myself personally. I get really in like a comfort zone, and I don't like to be moved. But sometimes things like this need to happen so I can finally get up from my comfort zone and move on to the next best thing. Because maybe you are secure, maybe everything's okay, but it's not the best for you. Like, there's maybe some better things out there for you. Like my job, for example. I get paid good. I like working there. I made some really good friends that I got really close to. The people that I worked around with were really cool. You know, I got to learn a lot of things. I was able to grow in many ways. But let's say maybe there's a better job opportunity now that with these new skills, this new knowledge, I can grow even more. And maybe here I would have been stuck at the same place thinking that I'm already set, but no, there's more for me. Who was that? I forgot who it was that said, you know, people don't like what they can't understand, what they don't understand. And you know, it's scary. It is scary, but we just gotta take in the new day with arms wide open. Honestly, I mean, that's all we can do. Prepare for the worst and embrace the new. Make the best out of it.
Ow.
Spider-Man. A lot of people are going through a lot of like bad times, hardships, and you know, just situations where it's like making you really feel a lot of pain. I personally went through a couple of them not that long ago, and I hear a lot of my friends that are going through like hardships at home, you know, loss in the family, people in the hospital, divorce and stuff like that. It's really hard. It's like a season, you know. There are seasons of good and seasons of bad. That's one of the things that we like to talk about. That's my dad. So it is 12:54.
Oh, 55 now.
I should be asleep, but there's some stuff going on outside with parking situation, neighbors, and then started watching Casey Neistat videos, and then I got hungry, so I made a quesadilla. But yeah, I'm gonna end it now. One thing before I can go though, I was rewatching his video where he talks about how he's moving from New York, and he says that for one chapter to starting your life, a new one, no one has to close. Yeah, if you're going through just a rough patch, just wait for this chapter to close, and a new chapter is gonna open, a new one where you can do way better things, and things will get better, right? You know, if you're like I said, my job is going down, you know, it sucks, but that's another chapter that's closing, and a new one's about to begin soon, and I believe it. I have faith that's gonna happen. So it's just stay positive. And if you're with me on this, like where you're going through something rough right now, something that's just kind of like causing you some sort of stress, you know, just causing you to sleep sometimes, or just you catch yourself thinking about it more than once throughout the day, like let's go through this together. Like, share with your friends this video, tell them to subscribe, tell them to leave in the comment section below like what they're going through. I would love to read about what you guys are going through, and to know how you guys are staying positive, and like maybe you guys can help me too. Hopefully I get more comments. You know, let's help each other out. So good night, guys. Hope you guys like this video. Oh, and I hope you guys like the intro, you know, the quick cut technique. I'm gonna be using that video for my intro every time, so a lot of things are gonna be changing, especially the name. The name is gonna go from Oh Brothers to, wait for it, No Problemo, or No Problemo. It's weird pronouncing it still, so I'll get used to it though. Hope you guys like it. So good night.